Okay, so you want to become a faster runner. Nowadays, you might be hearing a lot about you need to run slower to run faster. That is partly true. However, there is more that goes into that. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 things that I'm going to be incorporating right away in my training routine to ensure that I can maximize my endurance efficiency and overall pace before race day this July. Let's get right into it. Number 1, plyometrics. Plyometrics are exercises that consist of very fast, explosive movements that maximize your power output and your muscle contractions. And before you get into plyometrics, you want to ensure that you have a solid strength foundation. It doesn't necessarily mean you need to be going to the gym 4 or 5 times a week, but it does mean that you should be consistently lifting some light weights, moving your body in different ways, so that way you can be confident that whatever exercises you do that are plyometric related, you are confident that your muscles and your joints can handle those sort of movements. Plyometrics is also phenomenal for just ensuring that you are maximizing your endurance efficiency. You are going to become faster with these movements, and overall your muscles and joints will thank you because they will strengthen along the way. All right, so 5 plyometric exercises that I'm going to be incorporating right away. One's going to be jump roping. I really enjoy jump roping mainly because it's going to increase your heart rate very quickly and it's going to overall improve your cardiovascular performance very, very efficiently. Also, when you are pushing off the ground in such a way, it's going to maximize your overall ankle stability and allow you to really push forward in your power output from every stride that you take as you get into faster and faster paces. Number 2 is going to be burpees. This is all body weight movement. It's going to allow you to maximize not only hitting the ground very quickly and getting off the ground very quickly, but also you're going to be using a lot of your muscles from your arms all the way down to your legs. And this is going to be phenomenal for making sure that you have a total body awareness of where your weaknesses might be as a runner. Number 3, box jumps. Now, I'm not going to go and purchase a box, but I am going to use stairs or ledges around the complex that are different heights, and that's going to help me progress not only my overall vertical ability to be able to push off the ground, but that's also going to help me lengthen my stride over time and allow me to push with more power forward and increase my overall endurance. All right, number 4, squat jumps. Squat jumps are going to be a great movement overall to strengthen your hip flexors as well as your hamstrings, and that overall power from the ground up is really going to allow, once again, you're maximizing your power output and your overall muscle contractions. And now the 5th movement is going to be lunge knee-ups. Lunge knee-ups are going to be a phenomenal way not only to maximize your overall stride length, but they're really going to put a lot of tension on your hip flexors and overall strengthen them over time. Now, the last thing I'll say about plyometrics is that you just want to be conscious and listen to your body. If the movements don't feel right, just scale back and do them slower. You want to ensure that whatever movements you're doing, whether it's the jump roping or it's the burpees or it's the lunges, that you're giving your body 2 to 3 minutes rest in between each set. So give yourself time to maximize the efficiency of these and do the technique correctly first, because you will become faster over time. Okay, number 2, fartlek workouts. Fartlek workouts are variations of which you can incorporate different types of speed work into your normal running routine. What's really great about them is that it means that you don't necessarily need a track or any sort of environment other than the runs you are used to and that you enjoy. And so when you are looking at fartlek workouts, they are essentially adding different variations of speed to any specific run. And so you can take the first half mile easy and the next half mile at an 80 or 85% of your max sprint. For me, I'm doing it based off the minute. And so if you're just getting into this, you could do 1 minute fast, 3 minutes slow. For me, I'm doing 3 minutes fast and 1 minute slow. And so recently I just did this for a 6-mile run. And what's really great about it is that it gives you complete control over how you are maximizing your overall endurance efficiency and your cardiovascular system to ensure that when your heart rate is increasing to that zone 4 or even zone 5, that time that you spend running slower, you're able to work on your breath work and work on lowering your heart rate before you get into the next sprinting activity. And so when I did that 6-mile run, what was awesome about it is that for the 3 minutes of me going 80 to 90% of my max capacity, I was able to get to a point where I was running 7-minute paces, 7:15 paces, and then for that minute I was doing 8:30, 8:45. But for the overall mile each time, I was averaging about a 7:16 to a 7:20. And so what's unique about this is that it's actually going to mimic a lot of what race day day entails. And so when you're looking at those longer runs, like a marathon or a half marathon even, you're not going to always be at your max 80 to 85% the entire race. If you are, phenomenal for you, but there are going to be times where you're going to be running pretty quickly and then you're going to have to take a break because your heart rate's going to be too fast and you need to be able to control that and lower that. Fartlek workouts are going to mimic what race day feels like, and there is no reason not to incorporate them because you do not need any special equipment, you do not need any track of any sort. It can just be the runs that you've already been doing and you want to continue to push forward and make yourself faster. Okay, so now the third and final training routine that I'm going to be incorporating on a regular basis is meditation or breath work. This one is actually a bit surprising even for myself, but what I've realized, especially as I've gotten closer to 70 miles a week, is that I am putting a lot of stress on both my body and my mind, and I need to find an outlet to be able to lower my heart rate and lower my stress levels so I can continue to get out there with a positive mindset. And what's great about breath work is that you don't need an environment that is anything out of the ordinary. I'm going to be focusing on this with my Garmin app for 5, 10, or 15 minutes at a time. I'll be doing it in the cold plunge, in the sauna, after a run, somewhere quiet where there are no distractions. And what's great about breath work and how this is going to help you become faster is because it's going to maximize your overall oxygen efficiency, be able to increase your lung capacity, and lower your heart rate overall. And this is going to allow you, when you get into those runs and you are increasing your pace, you'll be able to maximize those zone 2 and zone 3 runs at a faster pace, whereas in the past you might be hitting a zone 4 or zone 5, meaning just basically max heart rate, and that is going to, if you get to a max heart rate, you are only going to be able to run so far so quickly before essentially your body depletes and you're going to have to stop. By working solely on your breath work and increasing your overall oxygen efficiency, you are actually going to be able to run faster, but take time with this and don't overthink it.